Hello, I am the Maskermind. Well, I just got back from the movies. Some of you already know that from my Facebook page. Not my Maskermind fan page, but my personal page, which only a couple of my subscribers know that, or are friends with me on that one because, obviously I'm not wearing a mask on my personal page. But anyways, I went and seen Jack the Giant Slayer. It was okay. I wasn't expecting anything great. I don't know, for some reason, those kind of movies that are based off of old, stories, obviously it's based off Jack and the Beanstalk. Some of the things in it were pretty cool. The CGI on the Giants really looked pretty good. They really did. But it just didn't hold my attention too well. A lot of the time, me and my cousins went, and, I was basically sitting there talking to them. Hell, we were the only ones in the theater. We were sitting in the back. I was Facebooking quite a bit. Because it just wasn't holding my attention. It really wasn't. And I really didn't feel bad if I missed something that was important to the story, because I really didn't care too much, to be honest with you. I understood the story. It just wasn't really that interesting to me for some reason. A little childish. And Ewan McGregor was in that. I could not believe he was in that. Obviously everyone knows who that is. He played, the young Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I was surprised to see him in that. As soon as I seen him, I had to take a double take because it just didn't, at first it didn't look like him because he looked a little young. He looked too young to be him because I thought he was a little older than that, but he looked young as hell. But he's a great actor. He was in that. The guy who played the good German doctor in Captain America, who injected Steve with that serum to make him super strong or whatever. Yeah, he was in that. He was a traitor in that movie. It kind of, this movie had a lot of potential to be badass. It really did. It was pretty cool. Don't get me wrong. I didn't really like it that much. It was alright. But, it just didn't hold my attention too well. But, the part where the stalks come out of the ground, all that kind of stuff looked good. It's just, for some reason, it just seems so boring to me. I don't know why. I really don't know why. And I think the kid who played Jack played that zombie kid in that fucking Warm Bodies movie. I'm pretty sure that movie was invented by teenagers. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like I said, this movie was alright. I was going to say something about a certain part, but I forgot what it was. Yeah, this movie had a lot of potential to be badass. And what I mean by that is, there was a lot of parts where the Giants picked up a person and ate them, or bit their head off, or whatever. And it didn't even show, there was a part where it showed, the Giant, I'm thinking that he broke the guy's neck, or he ripped his head off with his hand. But it's PG-13. It's not supposed to take that much out. It's got to show something, right? It didn't show any good kills. When the Giant had the dude in his hand, it showed him barely even move his hand up. And then it cut. And then it hurt him. You heard him screaming, and then the guys looking on, going, oh, man. It showed him barely even raise his hand like this. And then it cut to them reacting to it. I didn't even really know what he did. I assumed that he went to go grab his head and rip it off or snap his head back or some shit. I don't know. I assume that's what happened. I mean, how am I supposed to know? It didn't even show it. That irritated me. And just stuff like that. A lot of the kills were like that, too. Like, man, it just irritates me. I just don't know why the PG-13 movies do that. I understand that, you know, it's more of a family-oriented type thing, but it could show a little more than that, just so I can know what exactly kind of kill he died from. Because I don't even know really. You know, did he rip his head off? Did he snap his head off? Did he snap it back, break it, rip him in half? How am I supposed to know? Just showed his hand move like an inch, and then boom, you know, irritated me. Hell, who knows? It could have tickled him to death, and it was painful. You don't know. Maybe he just tickled him. But anyways. Yeah, but the Giants in this movie look pretty cool. I won't lie. Like, they really did a good job with the Giants. And there was a couple real bad problems I noticed, that when it showed like a normal sized person walking in between like a army of these giants, they did not transition that very well. Like, you could definitely tell he was like in the middle of two different green screens, because it showed him coming this way, and you could see it just didn't blend in right. You could see like the blackness around his body, like you know what I mean. There wasn't a good transition, and it just looked like crap to me. To me, it did. It's all a matter of taste, I suppose, but that's just how I think. They just didn't do a good job transitioning humans in with the actual CGI. Like I said, that's just my opinion. But now, would I buy this movie? I don't know. Like I said, I usually, if I don't like a movie too much, I'll buy it, you know, to try it again. But this one really didn't hold my interest at all. Like I said, when I seen Lord of the Hobbit in theaters, I didn't like it too much. I mean, it kept my interest, but it was still kind of boring. But it didn't make me to the point where I just wanted to get on my phone the whole time. No, but Jack the Giant Slayer did that. It made me very edgy and antsy. It made me want to kind of move around a lot. Like the first 40 minutes, oh my god. But it finally started getting my interest when the giant started showing up. And then, you know, and I don't know. I just didn't care for it too much. It's plain and simple. But if you guys seen it, tell me what you guys thought of it. I didn't care for it too much. I'd probably give it a 4. I don't not give movies that low of a rating very often. I give it a 4. It was alright. It was alright. Slightly under okay. But who knows? When it comes out on Blu-ray, I might just get it. Just see if I like it any more than I did in theaters. But I did have a better experience this time, though. My last review of The Hobbit, I mentioned that when I went and seen The Hobbit in theaters, I had a bad experience with the popcorn spilt all over the floor, my fucking feet sliding everywhere from the butter. Pop, spilled. I just didn't have a pleasant experience, period. But this time, you know, it went fine. I snuck my own shit in there this time. Snuck my own pop and my own chocolate bar in there. But, hey, I'll tell you what, I had a better experience this time. Plus, I saved money. So, fuck it. But anyways, like I said, guys, if you guys have seen this, tell me what you guys think in the comment below. Hell, you can even make a review of what you thought. Like I said, it wasn't a bad, terrible movie. I just didn't care for it too much. That's all. It's just not my kind of it's not really my kind of thing that much, really. But, you know, I'm mainly into horror and fantasy. I know this was a fantasy movie. Like, I love Lord of the Rings. I love The Hobbit. But this, I don't know. I don't know. It's just something about it. But, that's pretty much it, guys. And, like I said, Tell me what you guys think. That's pretty much it, and you remember, guys, you've had a good time with the Maskermind.